going to call a meeting to order of the Construction Trades Licensing Board. Would you give us a, let's see if we're here,
I can do that.
please?
Mr. Wiggins?
Here.
Mr. Vogel? Not present. Mr. Boucher?
Here.
Leslie? Here. Mr. Hall?
Present. Okay.
I'm here.
I know you're. Michael? And Mr. Show.
I am here.
Steve, are you? All are here except for one, sir.
I mean, well, we do have a quorum, so
Yes,
we can
sir.
proceed.
Yes, sir.
All right. We've had the minutes that were sent to us, I believe. Is there any additions or corrections? If not, are they approved?
Make a motion to approve.
Second it. Motion and a second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carries. All right. Moving on to new business.
You have a public comment. You just have to open it. Even though nobody's here, you have to open it, close it, so they know nobody's here.
Oh, all right. I'm now opening to public comment. If any of y'all out there want to say anything, you better speak up now. And seeing as how nobody here, we're going to now close the public comment back to the board. All right. Now, we have nominations for new board officers. And what are the officers that we have to have? We have
Just a
Chair and
president,
vice chair.
chair and vice chair, sergeant of arms, things like that.
Just chair and vice chair.
Okay, all right. Well, then we'll, nominations for chair.
I'll nominate Mr. Wendell Hall.
Hey, I don't mind, I guess, but we'll see.
I second.
Who else? Anybody else you want to nominate?
That typical that you nominate the guy that's not here. That's the way I always do it. Teach you to not show up. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, and then for vice chair, nominations to vice chair.
Nominate
Oh,
Leslie
first,
Davidson.
are you closing nominations first for the?
Yes, sir. There was no other nomination, so if you want to take a vote for it,
We vote now, okay.
yep, you just vote on that nomination. He first, she second. Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
You're continued chairs.
okay. Not a stool though, it's a chair. Okay.
Correct.
And then, for vice chair, and I would open for nominations for vice chair. I like, Leslie has done a very good job this year.
I'll second Leslie for vice chair.
I would accept.
Any other nominations? If not, we're closing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, carries. That's Leslie Davidson, in case you weren't sure. Okay. I wrote it down last time, and I keep this little piece of paper. It tells me everybody's name. If you all change your names, you better let me know. Now, old business, this is finding a fact. Shall we open up that? Steve, did you want to bring us up to date on how things have been going on that?
Well, okay, so the opinion of the board at the last meeting was that we should continue to suspend Mr. Morar's privileges, okay? We don't really have the statutory authority to do that.
Okay,
He was suspended pending the determination of the board, okay? And that, so from this finding of fact, if we complete this, then this will be part of what gets forwarded to the Board of Professional Engineers, and they are the ones that have to actually act on his license.
all right,
The suspension, we can defend in that we were concerned about life safety issues with the ongoing concerns. So he has been doing some inspections. We've got, he had some on the docket today that came into our code compliance review schedule. And so we will be doing a follow-up on some commercial inspections that he was doing today.
okay.
We'll kind of see, we'll see where that is. I don't know, I don't know that we've been out on any of his other stuff. He's only done one or two inspections since the last meeting. So I don't
Okay.
think we've looked, this will be the first time we're going behind him on some rough inspections on a commercial project.
I think it'd be appropriate to do this as
Well,
often as we can.
it is on the schedule to be done today.
Yeah, okay.
So we can kind of go from there, but that's, as far as any of that goes at this point.
So this finding of fact document, the final order that we have here is the final order of this board, which will then go to the engineering board.
Correct. And what this actually serves at is this is a more independent body, to make this determination. So it helps to take, any conversation of any personal animus or anything like that out of the
Takes it
equation.
out of that.
We
That's-
had an
that's important.
independent, review from industry professionals that what, if the building official is completely off base, then that's part of the reason you guys are here. No, that's not right. It's not that bad.
Okay.
And then we can work within whatever the other regulatory framework is that we have.
Okay. And all of you have seen this final order. Is there any discussion we have? I have a couple things, but see what else, anybody else might want to break up anything? Leslie, you wanted to bring up anything?
On the very ending, when, on the order, we've got 2 points. We've got Mr. Morar is found to have acted incompetently in the performance of his duty as a private provider within Clay County. The second is, regarding future application for resume private provider services with Clay County shall require demonstration of competency, et cetera. We don't have any number addressing competency to do the work under the Florida Board of Professional Engineers. Because one of the arguments is that he sought out a decision from the Florida Board of Professional Engineers to clarify if he was allowed to do these inspections, which he is. But part of our Florida Board of Professional Engineers, Florida Administrative Code, rules and regs and ethics is that you only do work in engineering that is within your competency. And if he is being flagged by the code enforcement, building inspectors' reviews that, and failing, then he's not showing compliance with competency and the Florida Board of Professional Engineer rules. So I thought a third item regarding working within your competency under Florida Board of Professional Engineers should be added.
Okay, well, it's like a third paragraph.
Well, a third number.
A number,
you know.
yes, but yes,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, do you have that, Steve?
Okay?
All right. Let the record show that Kenneth Vogel has arrived.
See
And
that?
this is what we're discussing. I happened to print an extra copy by accident. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but it looks like it's been useful.
Very. Yes, sir.
Okay, there's something, you have that now. Is there anything you want to add or state about that, Steve?
No, I can add that.
So that would also alter number 2 to require demonstration of competency, compliance history, and additional items deemed by the building official and Florida Board of Professional Engineers, whatever their determination might be.
So to add that as
In
bullet
part
point
two.
number 2, as
Yes.
opposed to creating a third one, that would be.
You could create a third one. What I would do is put number 2 as number 3 and create the new one as number 2. And then with that final statement deemed appropriate by the building official, you're probably gonna have to hear what the Florida Board of Professional Engineers decides.
So you'd be adding
Okay.
appropriate by the building official and the Florida Board of Professional Engineers. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because that's who this complaint would be going to, correct? Because he's not licensed as he's not licensed as an inspector under
468.
460, yeah.
Correct. Okay?
Okay.
Then I have, under conclusions and under paragraph 1, the last line, take out the word and, take out the word any. So that it reads, in accordance with the Florida Building Code, Florida statutes, and applicable to Clay County regulations. I think it reads better.
Okay, in accordance with the Florida Building Code, Florida statutes, and any applicable Clay County regulations?
No any,
No, any.
Just and applicable.
and applicable Clay County regulations, yes.
Okay.
And then in item 2, towards the third line down at the end, I would add the word "that," so that it reads that in failure to exercise the professional diligence required of a licensed Florida professional engineer as well as that of a private provider. I think it reads better. Yeah, if any of you disagree, let me know. I mean, I don't mind.
Okay, any other edits?
Anything else? Any other corrections or changes? Okay, what's going to happen, I suspect, Steve, is that once this has been adjusted for these items, you will send that to me, and then I will sign it, and I will send back the original to you, so you'll be able to send it on off. I believe that's the correct thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay,
Do you need to have my name as the chair? Usually in this stuff, when I sign affidavits and stuff, I usually write my name.
right.
And you put down E. Wendell Hall, and if you wonder, E stands for Emperor. I'm kind of incognito. I'm actually, it's Ernest. My first name is Ernest. My brother's name is Frank. We're both very sincere.
Be here all week, tip your waiters. Okay, so do we have any type of want to do motion vote on with edits, without edits, to accept this?
I would entertain a motion to accept as edited.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Accept it as edited. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. All right.
Very good.
And then,
I love homework.
no, you don't have to do it at home. You can do it here.
No.
And then, and now I don't have any other further business unless anybody wants to bring up anything, new business.
Through the chair, I have a question. So there was this suspension, then we found out that we really couldn't suspend. So he's back able to do inspections. Okay, but we're still sending this on, and then we'll wait for the Board of Engineers to make.
Correct.
Okay.
See what their, let me lean up here. What is their recommendation? They may have, some continuing education things they want him to do. There may be some remedial training that provide for him. It may be that they look at it and say, yeah, we don't care. I don't know. That's kind of up to them at this point.
Yeah.
You know, it's really out of our hands now. We reviewed the documentation. I'm going to send that to them. And then they can do with that as they see fit.
You'll send more than the final order this.
Oh, yeah,
You'll also
all of
send
the backup
evidence.
documentation, all of that stuff, all of the photograph, the complete package that came before this board will go to them.
Okay, one of the most important pictures, I thought, was the way that ductwork is stretched from joist to bar joist to bar joist, and it just drooped and held over so that it's all totally occluded.
Yeah.
That means blocked.
In multiple spots.
Thank you.
So, but that is where we're going from here.
Okay.
I do have one more item. We discussed, a couple of meetings ago, we had, one of our electrical contractors that has been incarcerated. So I have kind of the formal memo on that I would like to enter as well, because I need to forward this to, DBPR as well.
Okay.
This individual is locally licensed, so this is an action on his license.
Thank you. Oh, I gotta share with her. Well,
Is this the same one?
I'll
share with you.
Share.
This
You seen
is
it?
some of the backup.
He's seen it.
Okay.
That's,
I gotta pass it down.
that's the record, and that's his actual license. Part of the discussion, the boards was in, feeling that once he serves his time and comes out, that he would be able to come back before the board. The reason I wrote this up is without prejudice. And depending on when he gets out, what the feeling of the board is at that time. Are there going to be, if he's in jail for 10 years, what's our CEU requirement going to be? Any of those kind of things. But that's going to be a discussion for when he comes here to petition for that. If he gets an early release, if he's got any of that kind of things, that's gonna be the decision of the board at the time. And, we'll let them complete their case. His current status today is actually that he's suspended. We did have one pending permit for him that we're just waiting payment. So that's the reason we went ahead and suspended the license. So as of today, nobody can do any actions on it. We can't get a family member come get a permit on his license now.
No.
So all of that is kind of locked down at this point. But when we forward that to DBPR, that'll be their kind of official notice that this has happened. And then they'll send that notice out to the other departments that are have reciprocity on this thing, so they'll be aware as well.
All right, and it looks like it's a 10-year sentence, is what he's serving, is that correct?
Right. Yeah, it's a pretty serious offense. And he has actually been convicted and incarcerated, so he's not still in the trial phase, he's actually doing the time now.
Okay. Well, that's good, he has less than 10 years to go.
There you go, he's on the downside now, right?
Okay, all right, that's important. Do you need any action from this board, or this is just information?
It's a informational thing. I would look to have the chair sign this document as well. So it's a completed thing. But again, I didn't put your name on that either, because
I'll use one of the names I published under Walker Kincaid, let's try it that way.
you go. Find somebody that you're mad at and put their name.
No, I'll write it and sign it, okay.
And that way, that will be part of the documentation that we send to DBPR on that licensee as well.
Okay. Did you pass this to Leslie?
Pass that back along.
Oh, this goes with it. Okay.
The only other point that I have, and it's just kind of a little bit of a housekeeping note, we need to be careful as a regulatory board in discussions that happen amongst ourselves outside of the board meeting. If we're not officially in a meeting, we need to be real careful on those. Because, even discussing it in here, if the meeting is not underway, we're not supposed to have any internal conversation if it's not within the board meeting.
Correct.
That's
It's
the
a
sunshine
law
violations.
And they
Right.
can be up to $10,000 per violation.
So, and again, it becomes difficult, it's hard not to sometimes, but it just, wait the 10 minutes, convene the meeting, and then now it's open dialogue. Whatever we need to hash out, whatever we need to say, we do it when everybody's in the room and we don't have a circumstance that you and I are discussing one of these things outside of the meeting. That way it's clear across the board, and that's the reason that the law was written like that.
Can I have clarification on that? You and I can have a conversation, but the board members can't have a conversation.
Correct, to an extent.
You two together otherwise it has to be an announced meeting. If there were gonna be one or more of the board members
Right.
with a staff person, that has to be an announced public meeting.
Sure.
If it's just you going to his office and having a discussion, that's one-on-one, you can be doing that.
You can have a briefing on this. Hey, I'm not clear on this. What does this mean?
Right.
And you and I sit down and go over it. That's fine. But I can't do that with both of you in the room. And you two can't be having that conversation with each other. And it's just, we need to try to make that clean and clear. If we were having sidebar discussions and, we've got a complaint against in here, we're gonna get hammered for whatever that decision is. So just kinda as a cleanup, and it's an ethics thing, and it's a sunshine law deal. That it, and again, in this circumstance, today is not such a big deal, but there are situations that could be problematic for us.
Can we just make it a deal? I'm always very cautious about that and some of my other stuff. I can speak to the prosecuting attorney, but that's the only person, if it's just he and I can't talk to anybody
Right.
else. I don't even talk to my wife about these things.
Right. Like, my wife doesn't know what I do for a living, so.
Yeah, I don't know what he does. He goes and comes back, but he brings money.
The lights are on, so it must be good. But that's all I've got.
That's good. Pat, do you have anything that you wanted to bring up, Mike? No? Anything else that's come up for us? If not, I'm gonna,
Okay, do you guys have anything for us? Do you have anything
okay.
that you've been thinking about that you want the board to go in another direction, that we need to do some research for you?
I don't have any issues myself. Do you? Anybody else have any issues at all, any kind of things?
No.
But this can be a forum for that too. If you see that there's something happening that maybe we should handle differently, or any of those kind of things, bring that up.
How about the building? How's that coming along? And are we gonna be meeting over there? Do you have a conference room over there or no?
We have a conference room over there. I don't know exactly how the AV stuff is going to work.
Okay,
We got a lot of technology happening over there. I would like for that to be able to happen over there, but there's a fair chance that this type of a meeting is going to have to happen in this room. That may be better for an overflow type of a thing, but I think we're gonna be, restricted here because of the equipment and the recording capabilities and all of those sort of things. So, April, probably, we're gonna be,
Okay.
should be over there.
The building department moving over there?
Everybody on the third floor of this building, so, all of the economic
Code
development,
enforcement.
building, zoning, code enforcement, planning, health department, engineering,
Okay.
everybody's over there.
And what happens to the third floor? They just probably get
They're
rid of
gonna,
it and lower the
they're
building?
gonna filter people in here. They got a line of them. There is a line of people. We are short of space.
Already?
We've got people in the Council on Aging building. We've got
My goodness
people at the
gracious.
EOC that should be over here. We've got folks spread out all over the place. We've got some departments in here that are on 2 or 3 different floors. So, they're gonna consolidate all of that, and with a minimum amount of renovation to the third floor.
You know, when this building started, it was 2 stories. And that was canceled because it's too big a building. And then they came back and they made it to 4 stories because this will take care of us for the next 30, 40, or 50 years.
And it did.
No,
Well,
didn't.
it was built in 91.
Yeah, but in 30, 40, 50 years, it still hasn't done it. It hasn't got 50 yet.
It got closer to that 30 though, didn't it? Yeah,
The idea was
we're,
that we thought it was strange.
we started that over there too. We started at 4 with a couple of clear stories, and then we went to 2 with 4 stories worth of foundation, and then we went to 2, and it's gonna be 2 forever.
Then they'll add 2, because we added 2 floors onto the courthouse over there.
Yeah, no, we dumped that over there too. Every time we cut something out of it, the cost went up, so we quit cutting stuff out of it. Said it was cheaper to build a 4-story building, so that's what we want. And that didn't work either, so.
Whatever.
So that's,
Okay.
what's there is what's there. That's what we're gonna get.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay, it sounds good. All right, anything else to come up before us? All right, if not, we're adjourned.